If you like something with some heat, then here you go right here, sir. You like some little heat?
No, I'm all right. I'm all right.
Bring it back. I'm trying.
He said no.
We're gonna watch the cowboy cry here. I'm gonna need a towel here in a minute.
That word.
Those are the good old days, those spring words.
Okay. Yes.
I forgot about
We should have had that on the line. We is ready. We are doing it. We are doing it now. As long as it don't shoot this way.
This ain't big city. They ain't going the other way. We'll give you one. You ain't had that much to drink.
You think you back with the sound? You think you back? You got yours turned off.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it where I can get it turned all the way up. Never had to have use my phone like this. I'm trying to figure it all.
Yeah.
You need a little more whiskey?
Take it
It's
out.
warm. It's warm.
We need you back here.
That's right. That's warm for a minute.
There you go.
You got it.
Yeah.
Put that towel out.
Can you hear it at all? I'm talking. Can you hear me at all? 18? Testing.
Yep. I'm gonna need a paper towel there. Michael, my friend Michael. Here. I can feel it coming on. It is delicious, but that is hot.
Actually, I think I'd like to try a little bit of that.
Come on.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Holla back.
It's delicious flavor, but
Amadeus, can I
I
go?
think they got it on live. They did a gunshot.
I'm like Jesse, I don't have to put it on by the fork.
And at the him.
oh.
Oh, I got sound.
I wouldn't be able to
Okay.
take that.
We got sound good. This kind of green good. We good.
Those,
Yeah,
the
we
small
good.
dose, right?
Yeah, no, it'll.
We good.
It's hitting me in the back of my eyes right
Sound
now.
is good.
Put your big drawers on.
Yeah, you didn't
They
tell
got
me
the
that. It's gonna
gunshots
make my
and
eyes water. I thought it was just gonna make me sweat. It's making my eyes sweat.
Hey.
start
How's
crying in a
everyone
minute.
doing on this evening, on this Friday evening? I am Tracy Irvin, your co-host, and this is
Leon Cersei.
And we are Smoke and Score Live. Welcome. We got a little bit of studio audience. Everybody say, hey! Very good. And guess where we are hailing to you from the great old city of Ocala, Florida. That's where we are, Leon, believe
That's
it or not.
where we are.
That's where we are.
We got shotgun fire to the left.
What's the left and right? I went, ooh.
Roosters to the right, shotguns to the left.
Roosters to the left.
And we got roosters crawling over to the
Okay,
right.
so we got shotguns to the left and
we
roosters to the
good to
right.
go. We good to go. Absolutely good to go.
Oh, this is so much fun. Oh my gosh, I don't think I needed this laugh. Oh my gosh. So we're so delighted and so honored. We have Chef Amadeus, a good friend of mine and now a good friend of yours, who was our guest recently on one of our Smoke and Score episodes, and he told us all about this great place called the Fish Hawks DIstillery here in Ocala, Florida, and how wonderful the people were. And he didn't lie. They great. They all great.
We like it here.
Well, here's the thing. Anytime you walk in here and the owner pours your whiskey and give you a cigar,
Hey, give you a cigar.
you good to go.
They don't treat me like that. In Jacksonville, they don't give me a cigar. They have to pay for it. They don't give me one.
That means you're moving, right?
That means I'm moving on up.
No, I'm saying you're moving out here.
Oh, I'm moving out here. I don't know, Mr. Matthew. Got to find me a cot.
We can put a tent up.
We can put a tent on. Oh, okay, very good, very good. So we are pleased and delighted to be here again, Leon. And hey, we have the historical owner and founder, Mr. Matthew. He's going to come on and join us on our live and just tell all the people out here and all our followers and supporters about Fish Hawks, because it's a fabulous place. And Chef has cooked us a most auspicious meal this evening. Oh, yeah.
You're going to have to quit jumping now. You done been to the clubs and you done had to run every once in a while.
You done shot 3 times. You done jumped 3 times.
Okay, so listeners, I did grow up on the north side of Jacksonville, so I think in the hood.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm a little shoot the gunshots.
That's what I was about to say. Now.
Yeah. These gunshots are a little bit safer though. I think the bullet know where it's going.
I bet you guys didn't expect this when you came
No,
out.
we didn't. Oh, Lord. Hey,
show ever right now.
The country, this is
Now,
what you get.
now you cannot say that Smoking Score does not give it to you on both sides. Hey, we could be a
That's
little
true.
bougie, but baby, we can be a
Well, here's the
little
thing.
country.
Here's the thing about the gunfire. Now, the only thing we missing is a car to duck under. I done been in a mini club with the shotgun fire. What happened when shotgun fire? You hit that. You hit the deck. That's the only thing we missing.
Hit that. So, I would just like to give our little disclaimer out just to say that Smoke and Score may not be in any agreement to any of the information or the subject matter that is talked about on our show. However, we do not again own any of the rights to these opinions or to this music that may play on this show or the gunfire.
No, especially
We don't play. No rights to the gunfire. No rights to the gunfire. But so tell us all about Smoke and Score, Leon, for those who may be joining us for the first time or some of our listeners who may not know.
Okay, well, what Smoke and Score is a concept that you and I created. All right. Most is about the smoke,
Yes.
which is our love for cigars. You have your own cigar line.
Yes, Ultimate CEO.
Ultimate CEO, and
Ultimate
I have my own cigar coming out called Leon Cersei All Pro Series cigars.
Okay.
So it's our love for the lifestyle of smoking cigars, the relationships we build, the people
Yes.
we've met, the friendships we
gosh,
have, the
yes.
business deals that we've made,
Yes.
all within smoking cigars.
Absolutely.
All right, and we're committed to it.
We are, and you know what, Leon? Only the smoke culture and being around the smoke could do this type of environment. Bring us here, bring people together of like mind, and people that just love the smoke, and people around surrounding the leaf, and what the leaf brings to you. That camaraderie, just that friendship, just that good old home flavor.
It's a community.
It's a community.
It's a community.
It's a community, and that's what we love.
And then the score part of it is our love for sports.
Okay.
I love for football, basketball. Lakers won, by the way.
Lakers,
NBA
LeBron
champion.
James,
Lake
King
Show in the house, by
James
the way.
version.
All you
Yes.
haters, he got 4 rings. All you haters, he's the modern day GOAT. I know he may not be Jordan, but he's the closest thing to him to Kobe.
Tell them
Since
about
Kobe.
it. Tell them
Okay.
for the people in the back. Leon.
Okay.
Tell the people in the back.
Well, there's roosters in the back.
The rooster. Oh, the rooster. Tell the roosters in the back.
Yeah, but we're good. We're good.
Closest thing to Kobe, just remember you said.
Exactly. So our love for sports, we talk NFL, we talk NBA, we talk college football, anything that's in perspective to sports. We talk, and then our love for community.
Yes.
Both of us are very involved in the communities in Jacksonville.
Yes.
And we give people like politicians, entrepreneurs an opportunity to express their opinion or talk about their product
Yes.
or their brand.
Absolutely. And what they're doing in the community.
And what they're doing positively in the community.
Absolutely.
So that's what Smoking Score is all about.
And of course, the other half of that, which is Ultimate CEO, which is my business partner. He's behind the camera right now, being just the illustrious cameraman. Antonice Fields and myself, we have Crushing Every Opportunity is what Ultimate CEO stands for. And it's just about that empowerment, that same thing. We go hand to hand, Leon.
Absolutely.
What you do. And we love the fact that we get to integrate with what you do and what we do, because Ultimate CEO is all about that, just the integration of people, and we want to see you win, and we know that you want to see us win.
Absolutely.
And that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. Well, my brand, Leon Cersei All Pro Series Cigars, is a conglomerate with my business partner, Howard Grums. You can go on and get his cigars at howardgcigars.com. We have two styles of cigars out right now, Black Moses and the Magic Stick. My cigars will be available to be sold online actually in another week or so. And also we've got guys like Ike Taylor, 2-time Super Bowl champion with Pittsburgh Steelers. We're doing his cigars. We're also doing Nick Anderson cigars, who's an Orlando Magic legend. We're also doing Ruben Studdard.
What you saying?
Ruben Studdard, who won American Idol.
Oh, that's Luther Vandross.
Well, he did a little.
He did a little.
He had a little bit in it too.
So Ruben Studdard was actually he won American Idol, and he's a brother of the Lee. So we'll be doing his brand as well. So we're branching
Y'all
out.
busy. That's great,
Stay
Leon.
busy. It's always good to stay
I
busy.
love it. I love it. Well, at the same time, Ultimate CEO also has our cigar. We have a few different brands of our cigar, or styles, should I say. We have our Maduro, our double Maduro blend. All of our cigars are full Nicaraguan leaf. We have our Doble Capua, which is the barber pole, which you'll see 2 different types of leaf. You'll see the Connecticut shade wrapper as well as the Maduro leaf. And we're now about to come out with the Connecticut.
Okay.
Full Connecticut shade wrapper.
Now the Connecticut is more like a morning cigar.
Well, you can.
Like coffee.
Well,
It's a lighter cigar.
It can be.
that you can smoke in the morning.
It can be, but then some people sometimes they get off work. You may not want something full body at that moment,
True.
and you may just want to just sit down
True.
with a nice cup, not cup, a glass of brandy or scotch, and just have a mild cigar. So a Connecticut is a good choice if you just want to go light for the day. So
Good
we
with
just
white wine as well.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And we have now, I don't know if people can see this, we have also a collaboration with some preachers in our local city. It's called J3, the Preacher's Ultimate CEO Version cigar.
Preacher smoke cigars?
Preachers smoke them.
Lord
cigars.
have mercy.
Okay, they be smoking.
God is good.
God is good. Oh, yeah. They be smoking undercover. Look, he say amen.
Can the church say amen one time?
Let church say
Amen.
So what do you think about what we're doing? What you seen from Ultimate CEO? I've always wanted to ask you that, Leon, and I want the people to know. What do you think What do you think of Ultimate CEO? When you see me, when you see my business partner, what do
Well,
you
first of all, I don't want to put you on blast, but I ain't had one of your cigars yet. How about that? See what I'm saying? Thank you very much. All right. I smoked your cigars maybe about 2 years ago. You remember you gave me a cigar I smoked about 2 years ago?
I do.
And I called you and told you how wonderful it was.
Yes, you did.
The burn, nice burn, and how the flavor of it was.
I kind of forgot, but
But
thank
that's
you.
been a long time, Tracy.
It has been. You know, my memory.
Because when
goes
I
so
get
far.
my cigars get here, I'm gonna make sure you get a stick.
Oh, baby. I already had. Remember, I had the sample. I had one.
But
The
that
sample.
wasn't
That
mine.
wasn't yours.
That was the Black Moses.
That was the Black Moses.
That was the
Okay,
Black
so
Moses.
I can't wait. We cannot wait.
Can't
We
wait.
cannot. Well, without further ado, we're gonna move on to. Okay, go ahead.
No, I want to do a shameless plug right now.
Please do.
A data file has been sent to your comlink.
It's my autobiography. It's called Fourth Down the Dam, a Lyman story, and it's going to be released November the 22nd, the weekend of the Pittsburgh Steelers and Jacksonville Jaguar game. That's when you'll get the paperback, but it's available on Amazon Kindle on Friday. And guess what?
What?
As of today, it's number 5 on football autobiographies.
Get out of here, partner. Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
So I'm very excited. I'm very excited.
Now you
right
are
now.
truly crushing every opportunity.
I'm very humble and grateful and blessed to all the fans out there who supported my book, and right now it's doing very well.
That's only hard work and experience coming
it
into
was-
fruition.
it was-
and it's a natural.
It was a 10-year project.
Well, hey,
I went through the highs and lows, the ups and downs, trying to get it published. Found the right people that published it, and now it's doing well.
that's a natural trajectory of things. I mean, for what
Outstanding.
you've done in your history,
Yeah.
we are so proud of you, Leon
Thank you. I
Cersei,
appreciate it.
Well done.
my boy,
Hey.
Jacksonville, Florida.
I try to do a little something. I try to do what I can do. I try to do what I can do when I can do
When
it.
you can do it, very good. Well, moving right along and segue into that, a man that's doing something phenomenal at this beautiful establishment that we're at here at Fish House Distillery. I'm going to ask Mr. Matthew to come on in with Leon, and I'm going to allow him to take my seat. And I want to introduce you all to Mr. Matthew, the owner and founder of Fish House.
I'm gonna let you take my seat because I'm a gentleman.
Oh, that's right. Fourth down, damn engine.
I actually feel pretty special that I got your chair.
So we just playing musical chairs. Y'all don't listen to my. So you know, this place is when we had to drive down some dirt roads and things to get here.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, the ambiance and the peace that I feel when we got here, and just the whole feeling of warmth of people, it reached us right at that dirt road.
I love what you said, where your concept of the cigar smoking community creates a sense of community. We very much embrace that.
Okay.
We do business with our neighbors, and when we have people come here, you guys are new friends. What we think is that you're guests.
Yes.
And we want you to enjoy being here. And as you can tell, I enjoy
Now
cigars.
tell it to the roosters in the back for the people that can't hear about how you're supposed to treat people when they get here.
Properly.
Properly.
Yeah.
Yes,
If,
yes.
if someone comes here, you're very much a guest. We're not shuffling customers through the gift shop. Get your gifts and get out of here. What we're doing tonight, with the sole exception, really, of the podcast and Chef Amadeus, because we don't have Chef Amadeus every day. But typically, this is what we do when we have tours that come to visit. We show them the distillery. We show them how we manufacture what we make. Parenthetically, shameless plugs. We make
Every day, all day. We love it. We love it.
every drop of what.
Every
Yeah,
drop.
we do not source alcohol. We don't source malt. We don't source malt extract. We don't use artificial colors. We don't use artificial preservatives. Everything that we make, which is 27 different things, comes from the farmer whose proximity to here is as close as possible. So when I need corn or oats, because we make whiskey from that, we look for a Marion County farmer. If I can't find it in Marion County, we find it as close as we can source.
Nice. That's nice.
And then it arrives here as raw grain. When we make vodka, it arrives here as raw fruit.
Okay.
When we make rum, it arrives here as Florida food grade molasses. So we only won 39 medals last year.
Only 39. Give a shout.
Did you enjoy that conquistador?
Absolutely.
Last year, that was our entry into the American Distilling Institute whiskey tasting, and it went in against 4,000 different whiskeys. And this little place here, out in the woods of western Marion County, brought home the double gold medal.
It's not where you are, but you have, it's the quality. It's the quality.
His passion is sports, it's obvious. My passion is the liquid that goes in the bottle, and that's what we concentrate on.
Yes.
And so we do every single thing we know to do to make it as well as can be made.
Okay, and Leon, you want to say?
No, I want to ask you as far as let's take your whiskey for example. How long does that actually take to make? Is there an aging process?
Yes, there is.
Or is how long?
The stills that are running now are producing whiskey that will be in a bottle in about 3.5 years.
Okay.
So we've got about a 3.5 year lead time.
Okay. Now you make whiskeys and what
Whiskey,
other brands?
rum, brandy, vodka, and absinthe.
Wow.
Now, what you guys
Actually, absent too.
Oh, yeah.
Absinthe, yes.
In fact, on the absinthe, we grow most of the botanicals that go into that. That's what those raised beds are all about.
Yes.
Somebody's gonna be driving except for me.
The idea that we have is we're all about what does not go onto the raw material. So we don't use glyphosate. We don't use pesticides. When our corn is knee high, we've got to deworm it because worms come on corn. Because moths lay worms.
Naturally.
Yeah, so everyone lines up and everyone takes a row and walks down the row and picks the army worms out of the top of the corn before it eats the tassel. And if you come back and your fingers aren't green, you don't get fed.
And the water, right? Thank you.
So I always eat.
You always eat. Oh, yeah, he works.
Now, what's your brands that you make here at the distillery?
The distillery is named Fishhawk Spirits.
Okay.
Our whiskey brand name is Sui Generis, which is a Latin phrase that means in a class of its own.
Okay.
Our rum brand is Resurgence, and that refers to the water supply that comes up into a natural spring. Our vodka is Island Grove. It's funny you mentioned Island Grove. I'm very good friends with the people who own Island Grove.
Oh, really?
And our very first vodka we made with their blueberries.
Yeah, that winery, I love that
And
wine.
so Sarah, the farmer's daughter, the proverbial farmer's daughter, asked if she could do the labels and was it okay if we made the brand name Island Grove. So all of our vodkas are Island Grove, blueberry lemon or whatever.
So listen, is there a way to make wine or transfer or make wine with what you do here on your property? Would there be an opportunity?
Technically, we make wine, just like we technically make beer.
Okay.
But all of our precursor product is designed to be distilled.
Correct.
So it's going to be very dry,
Very.
on our palate. Wouldn't be something fun. If we were stranded on a desert island somewhere,
Would you drink it?
we absolutely. Yes. But it's not the kind of stuff that we would normally seek out.
Now look, Mr. Matthew, in order to be able to do what you do every day with your distilled making and all of this beautiful product, you have to have a lot of different skilled hands in the process. Who is here
Right
helping
now?
in that? Yeah.
Well, there's our senior still.
I met him.
Our staffing goes up and down depending on what we're doing. We might have as many as 12 or 14 people here on a day when we're doing certain things, like mashing the Silver Queen. Generally, it's probably only 2 or 3 of us, typically.
You will get it done, huh?
Well, that young man works outstandingly. He's a credit to his family and credit to our community. And then my sons will do the bartending for our tours and that sort of thing. And when they're ready to roll the old man out, creaky as he is, to tell stories, I'll come out and tell stories.
Well, go ahead, Leon.
Now, as far as distribution goes, is it available? Do you have things online, or how do you?
We have both. We have about 200 retailers in Florida. Any Total Wine and Spirits, you can certainly find our brands. Most ABCs, you can certainly find the rum and maybe the brandy.
Wow.
Anywhere in Florida, Illinois, South Dakota, Nebraska, or New Hampshire, you can just go onto an app called spirithub.com.
Spirithub.com.
Order it and they'll deliver it right to you.
Okay, very good. So you said Total Wine.
ABC,
So-
Public
ABC.
So
Liquor.
is it Uber Drinks?
Yes.
Okay.
Basically.
Okay.
Fish Hawk
There you
Spirit.
go, Uber Drinks. I like that.
They're a new company as well. I mean, this is our 10th year here. Distilling was my hobby when I lived and worked abroad. So it was my hobby for 7 years before we came home. We came home in 05. So we started the company, and we're now 10 years old here. And the reason we're on this farm, which they're teasing me about the dirt roads that they had to come down, is because our processed water comes out of the resurgence that fills Rainbow Springs. We begin our processes with spring water, and that's a
Nice.
huge thing. And
That's
back
why
in
it
the
all
day,
tastes so clean.
we didn't really ever expect to get guests. I was wrong.
You would do,
I
yeah.
said, who cares if
If
Rob
you make
was-
it, they will come.
Well, yes, ma'am. You're exactly right. And,
This is where you find the best music too.
That's true.
Because you know, now this is the one. Now Mike may have to correct me, but I think this is the one that has the orange.
No, man, that's actually Conquistador now. I switched you over. What you have
Okay, I
first,
can tell. Like, yeah, okay. The first one I had was the orange.
the Gala apple slices, orange blossom honey, and apple wood infused.
And let
You
me
gave
tell
me the
you
first one,
guys
That's
out there
Conquistador.
on
Okay.
broadcast land, it tastes so clean. I am a Johnny Walker Black type of girl normally, but I tell you, a Woodford Reserve. This is so clean. Like, I mean, you can basically taste. I could taste the orange.
there's a touch.
There's a touch. It's
That's
just a
whiskey.
touch in us.
That's not a sweetened.
Yeah,
you
that's
come
why I
back
asked my
or
friend, is it
something.
sweet? Because I don't like sweet.
Yeah.
But you can taste the flavors of the fruit, but the cleanness comes right out. And
I want to come back to what you said about the cigar. It's really part of our philosophy.
Okay, please do.
We're here with new friends and old friends,
Yes.
having a delicious meal.
Yes.
Chef Amadeus.
Chef Amadeus.
You can look him up, Chef Amadeus. Made. We're enjoying it. And if you notice, there's no background music. We like conversation. Yeah.
And that's something we don't get anymore.
No, well, in most bars you go in, the music's so loud you can't.
We're hear yourself talk. You can't hear other people talk. But it's nice. You greeted us at the door with a nice
Sounds like a lot of people.
If,
drink.
if the guys are just
Brag on it.
and we don't have guests, and we
Yeah.
want to put the music on, go ahead.
Yeah.
When we have guests,
You
we
wanna-
want them to sit and talk with each other. Last night when our tour, we had the bar full. It was, I think, 6 or 7 different couples that didn't know each other within
The end
10 or 15 minutes. Oh, yeah, I know that. So where were you guys from? This is the closest I can come to an English country pub.
Very good.
And I modeled on that when I was domiciled in the UK. I just really enjoyed that.
They what I call
The motivation for people to get together, come together, and actually have conversation.
Which can be whiskey and it can be cigars.
You know, we can really learn something from that. What you're saying is just making me think of, we're going to visit a gentleman. He's from Scotland. And he has a nice cigar lounge in Live Oak. He moved from Scotland and
To Live Oak.
to Live Oak. Right, that's his
Yeah.
right. And he has a nice.
By the way, I know why he left Scotland.
You know
The
why?
weather. I lived in the UK. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But his place is just the same type of ambiance as yours. People just, everybody talking. Leon will get to see that
These are
tomorrow.
neighbors.
Conversation.
You guys, okay, you guys from Jacksonville, but that didn't affect your neighbors.
Yeah,
Conversation
absolutely.
didn't be drowned out by the music.
Oh, absolutely. Get to know. That's why we're doing what we do. That's
Yes, we do. That's what we do it every time.
right here. This
If we have a tour going on and somebody picks their phone up and starts surfing it, we phone shame them.
we pick it.
Yeah, you're sitting here with real live people having a nice.
And you're on your phone?
And you're on your phone. Are you kidding?
you are probably get me every
man.
time.
I would probably have, if I was your neighbor, I had to go to rehab.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
I'll be hopping.
You have your first roommate right here.
We'll be roommates.
Knocking on your door, huh?
Is your glass empty?
Huh? It is good empty.
Michael?
It is.
Michael, what kind of operation you running?
Both.
Leon, that's what I said. That's what I said. I would be in trouble. I would be in trouble if I was a neighbor. It's not good for me at all.
There have been a couple of occasions where we walked someone back to their car and took their keys, laid the seat down,
And
let
let
them
them
sleep.
see.
A couple of times a week.
Not every week.
So, Mr. Matthew, would you please run us through, if you don't, all your different flavors of whiskey and your what are you doing here?
Well, all of our whiskey is first and foremost whiskey.
Okay.
And single malt whiskey. The infused whiskeys, like you enjoyed earlier, are sort of experimental products that we, because we never stop experimenting. We've developed a new product. The infused whiskeys came out. The tasting notes were good. They're interesting. Are you looking for an infused whiskey?
I'm not. I'm looking for that straight.
What we end up doing is going, okay, we've made something that's does it sell? And if it doesn't sell, it's a cool product, but it's not something we're going to continue making.
Correct.
Our two best-selling whiskeys are Conquistador 1513
Okay.
and Siren Salt. And the Siren Salt, which you're going to have to help me when we go off the air. We're going to go in and take it out of the barrel. Because that's my cigar.
That's your cigar whiskey?
Yep. I simply sold it out. I'm waiting for the bottles to go out. But we'll go get some out of the container, and you will get a chance to have some Siren Salt.
That's exciting. Yes.
Then we make a product called Silver Queen, which is from Silver Queen corn, but we only make that from the Silver Queen that we grow.
Okay.
We do that once a year. We only make a barrel. We make a barrel. So for all you whiskey snobs out there,
All you whiskeys now.
buddy says, I got a bottle of Happy Van Winkle. Get a bottle of our Silver Queen, and you can say, I got one of 200 bottles manufactured that year.
Oh,
It's
wow.
extremely hard to get. Most of it sells here. The majority of our sales are wholesale. It goes to the distributors and it goes out to the stores. But what we sell here at the distillery, at the tasting bar, tends to be the small batch kind of specialty things that we do. In fact, we're getting ready to make lemon vodka again.
Lemon vodka.
Well, all the vodkas are made from fruit.
Okay.
These are not neutral-grain spirits that we squirt a flavor in. The blueberries made from blueberries out of Grove Farm. The grapefruit vodka and the speed rail there is made from grapefruit from Peace River.
Yeah.
The lemon grows down there in Avon Park.
Okay.
It comes here as fruit.
Okay.
And then we crush it, turn it into wine. Not the kind of wine we want to drink.
Okay.
But when it ferments out, then we distill it to make a powder from it. And again, there is no artificial preservative flavors or conditioner in it. That's what grapefruit tastes like if you ferment it.
If you ferment. Wow. So you all heard that. You heard it here first on Smoke and Score Live with Leon and Tracy, that this is all natural. They are making it here. It's on the premises. And it's very healthy for you, but it's got a little kick for you too. Okay? That's good for you. That's a good spirit for you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Good for the outside and the
And the
inside.
inside. So now, Mr. Matthew, you say that you have a Total Wine, you have an ABC, you have a Public,
Independence.
and Independent. But can
And
people
Spirit.
go online? But can they go online directly from you and you ship? You won't ship. It's against the law for you to ship.
Spirit
Okay.
Hub can do that.
Spirit Hub.
SpiritHub.com.
SpiritHub.com.
Deliver it right to your home.
Okay.
Fish Hawk Spirit.
So remember, if you want to come visit here because you don't want to miss out, so now Fish Hawks, it's fishhawkspirits.com?
Yes.
Fishhawkspirits. Fish Hawk with an S.
Fish Hawk.
Hawk.
Spirits.
Singular.
with an S.
Spirits.com.
.com.
Okay, and come visit Mr. Matthew.
Love to have you.
Okay, I'm gonna let Leon take back over the chair because not you. Go. We'll get your face. 'Cause I'm getting ready to enjoy. Before I jump off really quick, I want to tell y'all. So what we're eating along with our beautiful spirits and our cigar is we're eating some. Get into it. Get into it. my grandmother who I look at. I'm eating rabbit stew. But you know what? It's good though.
Do you see his brand on his hat?
Yes.
Look this up because he makes the best
Chef
spices.
Amadeus.
And I have just enjoyed every meal he ever cooks.
Yes, Chef Amadeus. So you all know how to reach Chef Amadeus. He's been with us before. That's Chef Amadeus. What's the
ChefAmadeus.net.
ChefAmadeus.net.
Hit
Look.
me up and I'll be right there.
Because if he out here in the country, he'll come to your house now. You know that. So come on, Leon. Y'all want to talk a little bit about sports. Leon want to do a little sports
By the
talk.
way,
Yes.
Chef Amadeus is a good neighbor.
Good
The way
neighbor.
we know each other is from work we've done together on charitable events. We met supporting local charities. That's how we originally met and became friends. He doesn't talk about it enough. He's shy. He might be camera shy, although doubt he was camera shy.
Yeah, he's not camera shy.
All those Food Network appearances made him he's a man who invests in the local community.
He does.
And we're very much into that.
He's very supportive.
That matches what we do,
Yeah.
actually.
I love that.
Now, Leon, I'm the most ignorant man on the planet.
Yeah, you got some sports.
Okay.
You got my buddy to talk sports with.
I know what football is as a concept.
Well, you know, we're right. I think we're in Gator country, so that's why I had my.
Good thing.
So I had.
Ernie's over there. He's a gator. Turn the camera on Ernie. He's a gator.
That's
Bro, you got a U over here.
That's the reason why. I know I'm in Gator country because I know I had to use my repellent. I didn't want to break out in hives when I came down.
Touche.
Not too many hurricanes are welcome here. So while I was driving, I was looking to my left and my right to make sure I wouldn't be ambushed. Oh, they do?
Yeah, you grind up a couple Seminoles.
Oh, well, there you go. So listen, we're on the same page when it comes to that right here. But we do.
I can't believe we're doing this.
Yeah, well, of course we are. But joking aside, we do have, in the house, a former teammate of mine, third round pick, Pittsburgh Steelers, played the Super Bowl with me. Florida Gator great. Should have went to Miami, but that's a whole nother story. My man, my ace. I love his brother from the day I met him. My man Ernie Mills. Ernie Mills and I.
You heard Tracy talk about how far out in the country we are. When you can be sitting out here in the middle of the woods and you greats coming up, hang out, smoke cigars, and
came out of Denellen.
Yeah,
This is Denellen. Right here. It's homegrown.
They say
but
you ain't done that. Now I gotta tell a funny Ernie Mills story. Not them stories. I'm talking about the story when I went to Ernie Mills' house, right? We did an autograph session, right? We drove to New Orleans. We drove to New Orleans. We came back. No, it wasn't New Orleans. No, we went down for the Steelers Tampa Bay game. Remember that? Right. It was It was a Monday night football game where the Steelers wanted to play Tampa Bay, and I stayed at Ernie's house. Ernie, his hospitality was outstanding. So I go in this house, and everybody's sitting in a chair, and we're watching TV. And I go in there and I make me a drink. Ernie got some food for me and everything. So I walk into his living room, and there's only one chair in the living room left. And it just happened to be a Florida Gator chair. It was the only chair. It was the only chair.
I would have had to stand up.
I thought you were going to say it was a little
So
chair.
this is what happened. So I had my food in my hand. I had my drink. I was having a good time. All the chairs were taken, and I saw that Florida Gator chair over there side. So I leaned up against the wall and I ate my food.
That's a shame.
I'm just telling you the truth.
Everyone can raise their glass, and we'll raise it now to the Gators.
Hey!
I had to get him back. I was on the
You don't get no slack around here.
with him and a bunch of Seminoles. I mean,
What?
Seminoles.
No.
It felt like Seminoles. A bunch
Well,
of hurricanes.
see,
We can't tell the difference.
You can tell the difference because we got 5 championships. I got 3. That's That's the difference between them. No, but he did get me back. He did get me back.
Independence Conference and Big East Conference.
Leon, I think you did that on purpose.
I don't think y'all got one in the ACC. Right?
Well, listen. Listen. All I know is y'all took us off y'all schedule.
That's what I was about to say.
Well, I think Bobby Bowden said it best.
No, Bobby said.
Bobby Bowden said it best. You know you couldn't win it all if you come in the SEC.
That's exactly what he said.
Well, listen. The one thing about
Who are us to argue with Bobby Bowden?
well, I'm 4-1 against Bobby Bowden, so I can argue. But I wish Bobby Bowden well because he's been suffering with the COVID.
Yes,
COVID
God
virus.
bless.
So as much as I dislike the Seminoles, I've got a great deal of respect for Bobby Bowden as a man, as a coach, as a
Players,
professional.
good coach we had.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You got to.
So our former team has a game this weekend against a team that thinks they can play with us, the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland, now, because here's the thing: Pittsburgh is undefeated, right? Cleveland's got one loss, so the winner of this game. It's been a long time. Right?
Wow.
As I can remember, when we played, they never beat us at home. That's one thing they never did. They beat us. So they're feeling pretty good.
They didn't beat nobody nowhere for a long time.
Oh yeah, it's that one. Yeah, when they came in there, they got that win.
So 3 times that you played.
So they're feeling a little, they're feeling a little full of themselves right now. They won a couple of games, but we know that when they go in, you gotta go through Pittsburgh. You got to. Now I got the Pittsburgh stuff out my system because the Jaguars signed my checks. So we got to talk about. I think that's my key.
It's cold up there.
So
It might be cold in here.
now you didn't have to leave or anything. I just know my Jaguar fans like, what the hell Leon talking about Steelers for? So I know they're listening in. But I don't know if anybody in here is Jaguar. Any Jaguar fans in here? We got one. Okay.
One-ish.
One-ish. And listen, I'm one-ish too. But
We got 2.
we got 2 Jaguar
We got
fans.
2.
All right. So
Well, the thing is, Tampa's not actually a football team. That's the problem.
even with Tom Brady, the great
Well,
Tom
I
Brady,
saw
they got-
that was a money deal, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah. But they've got some talent.
He's
What's
the
that
goat.
record
He's
this
the
He is the GOAT.
Yeah, he is the goat.
He is the GOAT. He is the GOAT for sure. He's the GOAT.
Yeah, but my family ties to Jacksonville. So it's more loyalty thing.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I have a personal attachment to the Jaguars. You know.
You
I have
You was employee for a while.
and we've been inept for the last
We
decade
all know
or
what
so.
CTC means.
All right.
Cut that check.
We've been inept for the last decade or so. I mean, we've had 3 winning seasons in the last 20 years, which is terrible. Our owner is 39-94 as an owner. 39-94. And I'm surprised that a lot of the Jaguar fans still are supportive. I'm in Jacksonville. People come up to me all the time and ask me, Leon, what's wrong with the Jaguars? I say, I don't know. I have no idea. No clue.
Jacksonville, the people there love football.
They love football.
And of course, the Florida Georgia game is
Absolutely.
always there. It's always
Absolutely.
backed out. You go, yeah, I think they're just going to root for their team.
Well,
It's almost like it was when I lived down south of Miami, with a long dry street.
Yeah.
You know, Miami didn't win games.
You're sure
But
they're not rooting for the opposing team?
Well, Jacksonville? At this point, yeah. At this point, yeah. Well, here's the problem I have with
You know,
the
the
Jaguars.
Steelers carry a crowd. I'm
they do.
used to it.
Absolutely.
I'm used to cities rooting for the opposing team. I can tell you more Steelers in
The
that
Pittsburgh
stadium.
Steelers are the best traveling team in the NFL.
Guarantee that.
Well, I'm split in the middle.
It ain't hard to get.
Because I tell people this all the time. They say, Leon, you were drafted by the Steelers in the first round. You played with the Jaguars. He said, so what team are you loyal to? And I tell them this. I said, I was born a Steeler, but I was raised a Jaguar.
Oh, they're nice.
So I cover the bases, right?
Yeah.
But it's been very.
You'd be a great politician.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. That was very politically correct.
It ain't hard to get to
But
Pennsylvania.
here's the thing about the
Down here, he only
Jaguars.
played the Super Bowl with one of those teams.
Oh, that's true.
That's what I'm saying.
It is true.
You did play with
Absolutely.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, we did
We
play.
played together.
Yeah, we did. We played with
Only one I ever
a
played.
quarterback who.
I know you guys didn't get the ring, but do you have your championship rings?
No, I don't wear it.
Oh, you don't wear them?
I don't wear it.
Yeah. I think if I.
And it's a beauty too.
I was about
The
to say,
championship, the
I've
AFC
never
championship
taken
is a
off.
beauty. No, I don't. If it ain't the Super Bowl, man, I think I gave it to my auntie.
The end of the conversation is going to be that we lost.
Yeah, we did lost. We lost. And you know what? You know what?
We almost won.
Do you know the most disheartening thing about losing? Because the Super Bowl is the most devastating loss I ever had in my whole career.
Last game of the season.
But the most depressing thing about losing the Super Bowl to the Cowboys is that when you walk off the field, when the Cowboys confetti is falling on you. Huh? You remember that, Ernie? What's that?
I was already in line.
Oh my God!
I'm out.
Really is.
I'm out.
I told my ACL
Let's get off losing the
Yeah.
man, bad.
So the Jaguars are right down at 1-4. They're playing a 1-3 Detroit team that's really not good. They're really not good. They score a lot of points. They can't stop the run. And Jacksonville, going into the season, I knew the team was going to struggle because they're young.
Yeah.
23 of their 53 starters are either rookies or second-year guys. Okay, so that's almost half your roster.
Yeah.
So I knew they were going to take the growing pains. So when I looked at the schedule at the beginning of the season, I said to myself, okay, I'm looking at the schedule and I say, okay, by the halfway mark of the season, the Jaguars should be 3-5. And here's the wins that I thought they would win. I thought they would beat Miami, negative, they lost. I thought they would beat Cincinnati, negative, they lost. Okay, and I said they were going to beat Detroit. So the game on Sunday is a game that Jacksonville, they're good enough to win, but I'm not sure. I didn't pick them to win.
Can I ask a question from someone who's not intimate with the sport like you are? And you know, the stats and all of you guys get into. As a fan who doesn't know all the gruesome details, what's the most exciting thing in a game?
In a game?
Most exciting thing.
Okay, well, I can tell you the most.
Both of you guys.
The most exciting thing that I did in the game. I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say it. And it was against my Steelers. It was against the Steelers. It was against the Steelers. They were. So it was 1998. Were you on that team early in '98?
No.
Okay. So we had to go back to Pittsburgh. It was 1998. We had played the Steelers. We're in the huddle. We're on the 3-yard line. We're about to go in for a touchdown. Fred Taylor was our runner. All right. So we're giving the Steelers the business. They can't stop us. We're stopping them on defense. We're going through. So it was a play that was coming to my side. And Fred Taylor came to me and he said, "Sir," he said, "I'm coming right up your backside." He said, "When you score, I want you to spike the ball on the Steeler emblem." I said, "Fred, are you crazy?" He said, "Sir, I'm going to run the ball behind you. I'm going to score. I'm going to give you the ball, and you spike it on the emblem."
Nice.
So we ran to play. It was 36 zone. 36 zone was to my side. So I worked with the tight end, a double team to the backer, and then Fred Taylor ran off my back. He scored a touchdown. He runs to me. He gives me the ball.
Okay.
And I'm hesitant at first. I like alligator arm. So he hands me the ball, and I grab the ball, and the fans are already booing me, right? So I run over there to the emblem, the Steeler emblem, and I spike it on the emblem, right? And the fans like, "Cersei, you suck, Cersei. I hate you, sir." And they saw me and they gave me the business. So it was nerve-wracking, exhilarating at the same time. Oh yeah, absolutely. Don't do that to Pittsburgh Steelers.
No.
You just don't do that. They got great fans. Yeah,
So, is Ernie going to tell us the most exciting moment?
Mine is easy. I made a catch at the 1-yard line in the AFC Championship game.
The toe tap. I remember the toe tap.
Draw the feet, and we scored. Bam scored on the next play, but that was the winning.
That was the winning move, yes.
See,
How big did you feel? How great did you feel at the moment you snagged that thing and you knew it was a done deal?
It was your day.
No, because I mean, when you play in the NFL, you know.
Well, you got to come over here and tell this story.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, you're in the NFL, you know everything goes down the double season. I mean, the clock got to be off. And we was in the AFC championship game the year before.
Okay.
And we lost down the stretch on the third long. Yeah, so you know getting rest it's hard to do.
The hardest thing to do.
So I'm excited, but I'm also, I got to wait till the clock goes zero.
See what actually happens.
Yeah. So that was by far the biggest player in my career.
Oh,
Now,
that's cool.
he's been humble.
Cool.
He's been humble.
By the way, how long was the ride?
30-something yards.
Oh, yeah.
Now he's been humble about the play. It was an amazing play because like he said, the year before, we got ourselves in a situation where we were the better team than the Chargers.
Okay.
And we kept them in the game late, and they threw a bomb on us to score. And we went down, and we didn't score a touchdown, and we ended up losing. And the Chargers went to play the 49ers in the Super Bowl and got dismantled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys were a better team.
We were a better team. So the next year, we go in and we're in the same situation.
And
we're a better team than the Colts. And the coach took us all the way to the end, and Ernie made that amazing catch at the 1 yard line. He gave us an opportunity to score. And then we had to wait because Jim Harbaugh threw a Hail Mary in the end zone, and the ball hit the guy in the chest, and they rolled down, and we went to the Super Bowl. So, I mean, that was, and they probably could have thrown a flag on me because I was on the sideline, and I was all the way halfway through the field trying to look at the ball, see if the guy caught the ball or not. So when the referee did this, and the game was over, it was just I had never experienced anything.
When Spurrier was at Florida, I remember seeing a catch he made where he was running as fast as he could run, and his bomb, and it's coming over his head, and he caught it with his two hands, his arms fully extended, and he snagged the ball.
Who's that?
Steve Spurrier.
Oh,
yeah, that was in the 60s.
Oh,
long
really?
before you were born.
Matthew's old. Matthew's old.
I didn't see because he's a high school quarterback. You say he caught a ball. That was
yeah, he actually ran.
That's crazy. I know he kicked the what was it, the field goal, extra point?
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah.
So he did a lot that year when he won the.
He didn't do a lot much when he came back as coach. That wasn't necessary.
As a coach?
I mean, he's a good coach.
No, he won another championship and won so many SEC championships. Oh, he's the best coach Florida has ever had.
Well, I'm wrong.
In my opinion.
That explains.
I'm biased too.
Football fan.
My last year was his first.
Was his first year as coach.
Well, see, a lot of people don't know this about Ernie, and he will never mention it because he don't gloat.
Yeah.
But when Steve Spurrier was the head coach of Florida, he named a route after Ernie.
Really?
It was called the Mills route.
Nice.
Yes. And what was the Mills route?
Post route.
Post route.
Post
route. Oh yeah.
How many touchdown catches did you catch and score the touchdown? Do you know?
In the pros?
Yeah. Because that's got to be a good feeling when you catch the ball.
It's 20. I think it ended up with 20.
20. Wow.
In the regular season, it ended up 20.
Did the safeties ever do something nasty and come and smack you before the ball arrives?
Once a week.
Possibly.
Every week.
Of course, we played in that era. I've gotten hit on the bike side. I played nowhere near the ball.
They were still hitting people back then, weren't they?
That's part of that era. We played in the era where
interesting to people who don't play.
Yeah.
Is it really as dirty or mean maybe as sometimes?
it's just a physical game. I wouldn't. You're gonna have.
Yeah, dirty's not the right.
You're gonna have
word.
a few dirty plays, but I wouldn't say anybody's a dirty player.
Do you ever get punched when you go tackle with guys that let someone punch you while you're on the ground? I've always heard that happens, but of course I'm not football science material. So
What they say, give them the business.
yeah, give them the business. So here's the $10,000 question. How many times did you guys give someone the business?
Hey, he was on the line. He did it a lot.
Oh yeah, he did.
I guarantee you, big man.
Yeah, I don't know if that's me.
You don't have it on film. It doesn't.
It don't count.
It's not on film, does it?
Exactly.
I agree with what he says.
Exactly.
Ernie was trying to avoid all that nonsense.
If someone makes the allegation, you go, I'm not even sure I was in that game.
I played a special team my first couple of years.
So here's the question I got to ask you, Ernie. You're a diehard Florida Gator fan, one of the all-time greats to ever play. When y'all gonna beat Georgia?
Oh, he had to go right there.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I mean, listen. I'm just saying, y'all ain't beat them in 3 years.
By the way, before the game, out in the parking lot, look to the fish hawk RV. We set up a big spread there on the Florida.
All these flavors, you got to be salty.
Don't ignore the question. When y'all gonna be Georgia?
Ernie, tell it. All these flavors, you got to be salty.
I just want to know how many times did Georgia beat Spurrier when he was coach.
Oh, I
I don't think he did that too many times.
I don't think Georgia beat Spurrier that many times. I promise you.
Well, that
What's the role of
Because his
staff
emphasis
on the
on winning
games?
that game
But
was,
that was-
was
that-
bigger than anything, any other game.
But Ernie, that was when the Cosby Show was playing.
We're getting personal.
Was the Cosby Show on when we was in the
That was the Cosby era. What are you talking about? I mean, I'm talking about the recent, bro. You my boy. I love you.
Martin Lawrence era.
I love you 100 grand and all.
Okay. At least I can enjoy that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, well, I listen.
Let
We're both.
me ask you something.
Yes, sir.
Have y'all won a national championship since we?
I got 3.
I mean, since we. Since,
Are you
since
talking?
the games.
Wait, are you talking about me? No, me personally, I got 3. I got the same amount of championships y'all got.
But I'm not playing for one.
Oh, I'm just saying. All
I'm
right,
talking
you're
about the
right.
Georgia games.
Oh, okay. When the last time we won the championship? We should have won in 2002. Ohio State, that flag. Yeah, should have won that. So we should have
I think
6.
we had 2 since then.
Yeah, I had 2.
Yeah.
Well, I'm asking you what question. Since we're on the floor. Remember what happened to y'all in the Sugar Bowl with Spurrier when y'all played Miami? What happened there? Oh, you don't have to be remember. You can. You got selective amnesia.
Since you mentioned the flag play, and I already asked about the giving them the business, how bad are the refs? Really? They're not bad. I mean, they're called pretty good.
I mean, you gotta remember that's
Well, you know, when a fan,
professional football is the fastest thing you ever gonna see.
yeah, it's moving pretty quick. Yes. Well, they can't see everything, right?
No, they cannot.
Uh-uh.
Sometimes they see things.
flip it.
So what about this so you guys support the idea of this instant replay thing where someone can call a challenge and the ref has to go over and watch it in the hood? Is that a good thing?
It's a good question. It has its good and bad moment. I don't like it. I don't like them doing it so often to where it slows down the tempo and the rhythm of the game. You know, because if they spending too much time in
fourth
the
quarter,
booth,
it gets.
you know, especially if you got a team that's moving the ball, moving the chains, and all of a sudden you got to stop. Then it's a bad thing. But do you want the correct call to be made? It's too much money on the line. Yeah. Not only in Vegas, but with the teams.
We
you got to get the right call.
Yeah. It's a given that winning team, the guys on a team that has a contract usually keeps that contract another year as long as they win it.
Yeah.
So,
well, you see a lot of Major League Baseball where where it's close in the 9th inning, they suddenly bring in over the course of the inning 4 different pitchers. So the guy's standing there waiting to bat, and the new guy has to warm up. Right, and then you're at bat, and then the new guy has
slows it down.
Yeah.
Well,
he said the right thing.
Especially when he was warming up in the bullpen.
Yeah, exactly.
You warm up the bullpen, then you got to come back on the field and warm up some more.
Yep. Yeah. Why don't you just get on the pitch? Right.
I lost my partner. Partner, where you at?
Oh, I think she's enjoying whiskey and
she was behind me. I thought you were talking to me for a second. I didn't know what. I was confused.
I was talking to my girl down there. We're going to figure out how to build me a house on the property.
Okay.
You can stay with me. I live right down the street. You can ride with me. I come here almost every day.
I'll loan you my gun.
Choice are we?
Yeah. Well, again, I want to say, Leon, you know, the camaraderie and just the feeling that we get when we're here. I'm telling you, I gotta say this, and I don't know if I should, but I gotta say it.
Say it.
Yeah,
Say it.
you gotta say it.
This is our show. Say it.
Come on.
You know, every time we go out of town somewhere, and you think it's country, you think it's just off the beaten path. We have the best time. We have a better time than Hey, where you think I'm gonna go? Listen, then we are in our own hometown, and people treat us like they've known us forever. And even where I live, I mean, people treat me fine, but it's like they don't like you all don't have any skin in the game for anything or agenda for me or motivation to get to know me for any reason other than you're just being who you are and just being a good person.
Just neighbors and friends.
And just being neighbors and friends. And I want to say thank you for what you're doing here because this is community based.
Yes.
It's what it's all about. It's why we are here on it with all the things that's going on with the pandemic and we ain't gonna even get into the election and all that other crap.
Yeah, Donald Trump's right down the road.
Well, yeah. We went through that traffic. But just what you're doing brings people together, and if just for a moment I can have a nice, relaxing time. I'm telling you, I just saw the sunset. I was over there watching it, and nobody else, y'all was talking, but I'm telling you, to be out here and you make people feel just at home, it's the best. It's the best.
Yeah, we appreciate your hospitality.
Whiskey and cigars and good
I
people.
got one more plug.
Yes, please.
Hold on a second.
For any of you who want to support Veterans Affairs, look up www.lessthan22.org. You have to spell it out. Less than symbol won't work on the search bar. Or on Facebook, Less Than 22 if you want to help out.
So on Facebook, it's just less than?
Spelled out, Less Than 22.
Less than 22. Veterans Affairs. Very good. Very good.
All right.
We want to thank you, Matthew. We want to thank you for the studio audience that we've had here today. Mike, the bartender, he's been just I'm gonna put him in my pocket and I'm gonna
Hey, you're gonna have a hard time getting him out of here.
and we will say, let me grab my glass. Matthew, one of
This
those
is yours,
cheers.
my dear.
Oh, that's mine. Oh, I got another drink. Very good.
Gosh, come on, girl.
Okay, go ahead, Matthew.
Cigars and
Cigars and whiskeys and good times.
to smoking whiskey, cigars and whiskey. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Smoking score.